This is Stretch and Strength. I'm Mira, cook with Battery Dance. Before we get started, I want you to just make sure you have a cleared out space. We're going to start standing today, but we will make our way down to the floor, and we'll do a lot of stuff laying down. So making sure you have, you could roll out a mat if you wanted, or it's nice to have a surface with a little bit of padding because we'll be doing some stuff on our back as well as seated. Let's start standing. First, let's find a nice standing alignment. So we're going to have our feet right under our sit bones. The heels are under the sit bones. The second toe is pointing straight forward, right? So we might have to look down. I have one foot that wants to go out. A lot of people have something like that. If you find your hip points, we want the inside of the hip points to point right down over the knees, and the knees to go right over the second toe, and we have a nice alignment that way. Let's find the corners of our feet. We're finding the big toe knuckle. We're going to press that into the ground. We're finding the pinky toe knuckle, and we're finding the heel bone. So we have a triangle of equal weight through the feet. First, rock your weight forward over the big toe knuckle and the pinky knuckle. Then rock back over the heel. A little forward, a little back. Then let's find the place where the weight is equal. We're right in between the front and the back of the foot. We're going to press down through the feet, and then we're going to press up through the top of the head. So we're kind of elongating the channel of our body. Good, nice work. Let's do some breathing. Let's do some belly breathing, diaphragmatic breathing. So when we breathe, for now, we're gonna make sure we're expanding our belly forward when we breathe. So the air isn't just getting to the top of the chest, it's getting lower in the body, lower in the lungs. A couple more big breaths in and out. Still pushing down through the feet and up through the top of the head. Good. Let's find the back of our ribs, the lower part of the back of our ribs. Now when we're breathing, let's make sure we're filling up the back lower portion of our ribs. Still pushing down through the feet and up through the top of the head. Bottom of the back of the ribs expands when we breathe in. One more time. Sometimes it takes me a little bit of focus to get that area expanding more. Good. Let's do lateral breathing. So we're going to put our hands on the sides of our ribs. And when we breathe, we're going to let our rib cage expand side to side. We don't have to take a huge expansion. We don't have to push it out. Just feel that your ribs are moving subtly side to side when you breathe in. Big breaths. Still pushing down through all the corners of the feet and up through the top of the head. One more time. Good. Now we're going to put our palms on our hip bones, and we're going to fold our hands in. Then let's just slide them out a little bit. We want to feel that when we're breathing out, we're going to let our stomach just shrink a little bit away from our fingertips. So we breathe in through the ribs, side to side, lateral breathing. When we breathe out, we're going to let the stomach shrink away from the fingers. Still pressing down through the feet, up through the head. Ribs go wide to the side. And abdominals shrink away from the fingers. Breathing sideways through your ribs. Abdominals drawing tighter. Let's do 2 more. All the time we're trying to relax our shoulder blades. Lateral breath through the ribs. The stomach drawing away from the hands. Nice, guys. Keeping that alignment, we're just gonna circle the head, stretching the neck. Enjoy it. Reverse the circle. Good. Simply looking up and down. Look up and down. Up. Notice if your feet are still parallel, the way we set them up. Up, down, up, and down. Really seeing where we're looking. Let's look side to side. Let's look right and then left. I'll mirror you. Looking right, focus the eyes. Look left. Look right. Look left. Look right. And left. Right. Left. Right. Left. Good. Let's widen the feet. Let's bend the knees and stretch. So we get a nice stretch in the knees, the ankles, and the hips are bending. Still, the second toe is parallel to the front. Still, we're pushing through all the corners of our feet. Still, our head pushes up. And we have a long spine. And of course, we're breathing. Let's take a side reach. The head opposes the opposite foot. Making space in the side of the ribs. Other way. Head reaches away from the foot. Make sure you're not starting to arch your back already. Sometimes we want to start arching our back when we go sideways. Make space in the ribs. First side, we go over. Look up to the ceiling. Go over. Come up. Breathe in. Breathe out to stretch over. Breathe in. Look at the ceiling. Out and forward. Come up. A double bounce with the legs wide. So we just go bouncing. And you don't bend your knees as far as you can. Just like a little, like we're bouncing on a little ball or we're bouncing on a trampoline. 2 more times. Moving the body. Reaching up, push the ceiling away. Touch the ground in between your feet and stay there for a moment. Shake the head no. Shake the head, yes. The head should really be hanging. Imagine your head is a bowling ball. And you can use the weight of your head to elongate your spine if you just relax it. Bend the knees, curve the spine, drop the head, roll up. Again, let's go even, for me, I'm gonna go a little bit wider even. Press the ceiling up. Touch the ground, relax. You could play with the feeling of putting your weight more into the ball of your foot and more into the heel. See what that does? Again, the head is hanging. Let's go towards our right foot. Touch your right foot and pull your face towards your right shin. Left foot, grab your left foot or ankle, pull your face towards your left shin. Probably your head is closer to the ground by now. Big breath. Let the spine and head hang. Bend the knees, curve the back, drop the head, come up. Nice job. Let's do some roll downs. Let's do them with the arms today. Make sure your feet are parallel again, pressing through the corners of your feet. We're gonna breathe and bring the arms up. Exhale and bring them down. And we just wanna make sure when the arms go up that we don't have to expand our ribs and we don't have to arch our spine. We're gonna try and leave our spine long. Head is pushing up, feet are pushing down. Breathe in, float the arms up and down. Float the arms up and down. Float the arms up. Stay here. Breathe in. When we breathe out, we're gonna act like we're reaching over a giant barrel. So I'm not gonna let my hips go backwards. I'm gonna reach over, curving the top of my spine. And then I'm gonna roll sequentially down my spine from the upper to the middle to the lower. Then I'm gonna relax over my feet, pull parallel forward bend. Bend the knees slightly. Start by tucking the tailbone. Curve the lower back, middle back, the upper back. Try to get your sacrum over the space in between your feet. And then we're coming back over the top of the barrel. So it's a simple roll down, but we have a little more reach forward and we're trying to keep our pelvis more over the center of our foot, whereas for me, it wants to go back. 2 more times, breathing the arms up. Breathe out, reach over the head, the neck, the shoulders, the upper, the middle, the lower. Hang over. Bend the knees a little tiny bit. Tuck the pelvis, lower back, middle back. Try to get the pelvis over the 2 feet. And then stacking the spine long over the feet. Lower the arms down. Let's just do one more actually. Breathing in. Breathe out, reach over. Breathe in. Bend the legs a little bit. Roll up from the pelvis, the lower back. Try to get your sacrum over the middle of your feet. Now over the barrel, now rolling up. Bringing it down. Very nice. Let's come down to sitting. Cross the legs, hands on the knees. We're just stirring the chest. Well, actually, we're stirring the air with the chest. Breathing in when we go forward, breathing out when we go back. Other way. Nice, guys. Sitting up tall. Feel your sit bones on the ground. Feel your tailbone reaching down into the ground. Feel a long spine through the back of your neck and the head pushing up. Good. Let's take one arm down and the other arm over. Another side stretch. This time the head reaches away from the opposite sit bone. We're gonna bend, draw a semicircle on the ground to get to the other side. Head reaches against the sit bone. Swing forward to get to the other side. Now we push up, find your long, tall spine, and go side, forward, side, come up, side, forward, side, come up. Breathing easy and big, calm breaths. Just bending the spine. One more. And we don't want to overuse the shoulders this time. Good, let's take a hands and knees. So we're taking all fours position. Palms are right under the shoulders. Knees under the hips, not too wide. And first, let's find a neutral spine. So there will be a little bit of curve in the back. And the head, the back of the head should be level with the back of the shoulder blades and the tailbone, so we have a straight line. Breathing in, breathing out, we're just gonna let our stomach hang. Breathing in, we're gonna suck our belly button to our spine and close the stomach, drawing the ribs closed. Breathing out, let the belly hang. Breathing in, draw it up, close the ribs. Shoulder blades are sliding away from the ears. If there's a little cliff here, we're always looking a little bit over it. Hang the belly. Suck in the belly. Good. Shoulders press down into your body. Looking over that cliff. Walk your right leg back, then your left. We have a nice plank. Lower the right, then the left. Walk back right, walk back left, walk in right, in left. Shoulder blades are sliding down, belly button is sucking up. We're trying not to move the hips at all. And we're always looking a little forward. Our body wants to go back. One more this side, then we'll start with the other leg. Starting with the left leg this time. When we step the first leg back, take the opportunity to feel really long here before we add the other leg, and we'll keep the length. Two more. Slide the belly button up, close the ribs, slide the shoulder blades down. Good, nice work. Take the right arm out. We're gonna tuck it through underneath the arm, and we're gonna do a twist of the shoulders. Try to let the shoulder blades slide away from the ears. Extend it, put it back down. Other side. Arm goes out, tucking under, and we twist, and we kind of look under the arm. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. Let's do shoulder drops. These are hard, deceptively hard. So finding a good alignment on all fours again. I tend to curve my back a little, but we want neutral spine, so there will be a little lower back curve. Drawing in your navel, look forward, shoulder blades slide down. First, we let the chest drop between the shoulder blades. Then we push the head and sternum away from the mat, down. Keep the spine the same, suck in the belly, push away. It's activating our shoulder girdle. This will help keep our shoulders down, away from our ears. Let's just do a few more. Two more. We want to feel like if our body's a cylinder, our shoulders are sliding around, down, and around to up. Around the cylinder of our torso. Shoulders go away, around the cylinder of our torso. Last one. Around, around. Good. Sit down. Put your feet out in front of you. Sit tall. Breathe in, touch the ceiling. Breathe out, touch your feet. Let's just stay over here. Relax the head and neck. Relax, big breath. Another one. Sitting up, find your sit bones. Hold an imaginary ball in front of you, or a real ball if you have one. Slide the shoulder blades down and together. We start by curving the lower spine. We're just going to lean a little back and then straight up. Curving the, tucking the tailbone curve down. Come up. Tailbone curl. The shoulders don't react. Sitting up tall. Down. And up. Let's do it with legs bent. Just try for a moment, we can hang off our thighs to find that lower back curve. So we pull the lower back away. Sit up. Find that lower back curve. That's the part that's hard to curve. This upper part is easy to slump forward. It's the lower back we're going against the natural way it wants to curve. We're expanding it. Good. Let's do a full roll down. That means we're going to go all the way to lying on our back. Breathing in, tall. Breathing out, we curve the spine. We're going to try and place one bone down at a time. Good. Let's see if we can come up. Breathe in long. Breathe out. Bring your hands in front of your face. Now we're going to push into the waist, curving up. Oof, that's the hard part. Reaching forward, curving back. Let's bend the knees this time. Breathe in, breathe out, curve towards your legs. So this, with the legs bent, it's easier to drop the spine into the ground. And then we can straighten our legs to give us a little help reaching up and forward. Going backwards, reaching down. Bend the knees. Big hands are scooting off. Breathing out. Push the middle of the spine down into the ground. One more to get down. Hug the knees. Good. Let's put our knees in tabletop. Let's just rock the knees from side to side, getting a little spinal twist. Good. With our feet under our sit bones. Breathe in. When we breathe out, lift the hips straight up to a bridge. We're not rolling up right now, we're just going straight up. Lower it down. Push the hips up. And we want to feel the ribs wrapping around in the belly, closing. Push down with your arms into the mat. That opens our shoulders and engages the arms. Push through the arms up and down. Pushing up and down. Pushing up and down. Up and down. You'll feel underneath the sit bones and the hamstrings and the thighs engaging. Stay up this time. We're going to do bridge marching. We're trying not to let the hips become uneven. We lift our leg up, put it down. Other side. If your hips are starting to rock too much, just lower your hips a tiny bit to do this. You'll feel the opposite side of your core engaging to stabilize. Push through your arms. Four more marches. Press through all corners of the feet, right? Close the ribs when you're starting to stick out. 2, 3, 4. Relax. Hug the knees, rest. Big breath. Let's roll onto our stomach. Let's do a quad stretch. Put your right hand under your head. With your left hand, you can grab your foot from behind you. And we want to, rather than focusing on just how far I can pull my heel, I want to push my pubic bone into the ground. So that made the stretch a lot more intense. If I just relax, then my back will arch, and this stretch is pretty easy. If I push down through my pelvic bone and elongate my lower spine, I get a much stronger stretch, more active stretch. Let's switch sides. Other hand comes below your forehead without arching the spine. You want to reach to the back foot and then push your pubic bone into the ground, elongate the lower back. Breathing easy, legs glued together, palms face down, elongate the spine. We're going to do rocket. That means we're going to lift our head and tail, and the arms will be close to our sides. Again, we have to push the pelvic bone down to elongate the spine so we don't crunch the lower back. Here we go. Lifting everything up, squeezing the inner thighs. Push the pubic bone down. We're trying to almost pull the belly off the mat. Scoop up your belly button. It's very difficult. Lay down, relax. Before we go, we're pushing into the pubic bone. We're lifting the arms and legs without clenching in the lower back. Try flipping your palms up and down and up and down. Relax. Good job, guys. Let's come back to all fours and we'll do some stuff in and out of downward dog. Tucking the toes. Look over your cliff. Slide the shoulder blades down. Cover the knees for 10 counts. Lifting the knees 1 inch off the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tread through the heels. Nice stretch. Push your tailbone up to the sky. Shredding, nice stretch. Walk the hands out a little until we're a plank. Bend the knees, walk backwards, drop the heels, curl the spine, roll up. Go forward, go out, go back, curl, come up. Feeling that same posture we had at the beginning, where we're spreading out through the feet, we're pressing down and up through the head as well. Roll out, come up, just one more time. Anytime you fall, you could just easily catch yourself on your hands. Really come up. Good, one last thing, circle the hips. reverse. Nice, guys. Thank you for joining me. It's been fun. If you're able to, you can donate to batterydance.org. I'm happy to have you here. I hope to see you another time soon.